Hi guys, welcome to Easy Programming, an initiative for a common man to learn programming. This is the lecture number 2 for the series of C-language programming. In the previous lecture, we have learned program execution flowchart, header files, statement terminators, variables, naming conventions, keywords, and built-in functions. Today, we will learn data types, format specifiers, installation of compiler, first C language, sample program, demonstration of execution, common programming errors, and how to overcome errors. First of all, data types. What are data types? The data types ensures that which type of value will be saved in the variable. As you know, that variable can store different kind of values, and data types determines that what type of value will be stored in the variables. So why the data types are used? Data types are used to give a brief description to the compiler that which type of value will be stored in the variable and what are the precautions for data types. Let's see. This is a compiler of the C++. If we specify in age, employee, int. This is the declaration of a variable named age employee, and it means just that it will save the age of an employee. This is the name of the variable, and in start, this is the data type int. Int represents integer. So, float. In this example, price coffee float is the name of the variable, and float is the data type. Float means that it will store the value containing floating point. Character, choice, character. This is the name of the variable choice character, and char character represents that it will store the value of a character. Character means an alphabet. Okay. It means that if we assign values to these variables, age employee 23, it means that this value will be assigned to this variable, and this is the data type. It means that it will store the value of an integer. So 23 is an integer. Copy. Okay. This is the value 12.78. It will be assigned to the variable name price coffee float, and float represents that it will store the value containing the floating point. This is the floating point. Character. Character will store only one character in a variable. That is why. Or it is the syntax of this data type that the value must be enclosed within the single quotations. These are the single quotations. Y will assign to the variable choice character. What are the precautions while using the data types? When we are using the data types, make sure that the data type and the value must be of the same type. It means that you will never assign age n. It is a syntax error because it differentiates this value from this data type. N is not an integer. You must specify an integer here, like 34. It is a valid statement. If you are working with the float numbers, you cannot write a character here. J. It's a wrong statement. It is a syntax error because J is not a float. You have to specify here a float number. This is. And in character you cannot specify an integer or float number like 90. It's a wrong statement. Like 34.8. It's a wrong statement. So be careful while using the data types. The value and the data type must be similar. Okay. What are the format specifiers? This is an important thing and it is used widely in this tutorial. What is a format specifier? Why format specifier is used? Precautions for the format specifier. Format specifier is used to display a number in a string. I repeat, to display a number in a string. Like if we want to display this number 34 using this variable name, how we will use it? Format specifiers provide the solution. Like if we are using printf, okay, here we want that we want to display the age of the employee here, that the age of the employee is 34. So how we can do this? We can do this using format specifiers. Okay, for integer, format specifier is %d. For float, %f. For character, %c. For long double, %ld. These are the format specifiers. %d, %f, %c, %ld. Means that if you want to display an integer value, it means that we want to display a value of a variable containing an integer number, we have to write %d where we want to display. If we want to display a float value, you have to specify %f for character, %c for long double, %ld. Long double is also a data type. There are lots of data types available in the C. You can search out on the internet or you can consult any book for the details. The basic purpose of this tutorial is to provide you the concept of the format specifier. The list of format specifiers is easily available everywhere. So if you want to display the value of the age, here we will specify %d. And after this double quotation, place a comma, space, the name of the variable as it is. This is the name of the variable. You have to write the name of the variable as it is, like age underscore employee underscore int. This is the name of the variable and this is the format specifier. So it will display, the output will be like this. There, beautiful. The output will be like this. If you change the value here 78, automatically the value will be changed here 78. I will show you the demonstration after this tutorial at the end of this tutorial because we have to write the first C sample program. Now I am just giving you the concept. The implementation will be shown after few minutes. Okay. Printf. Okay. If you want to display the value of the coffee, this is a floating point value with a data type float. We will write the format specifier for the float is %f. We will write %f and after the double quotes we will place a comma and we will write the name of the now the output of this statement will be like this. The price $90.65. This will display here the value of this variable. If you will change the value here 56.78, the output will be changed automatically like this. Your choice is. If you want to display a value of a character variable, you will specify %c and after the comma name of the variable. The output will be like this. Your choice is j, because j is the value of this variable. If you change the value to k, the output will display the k. Okay, this is the concept of format specifier. Now, the installation of the compiler, the basic problem. Because compiler is used to edit the program, is to compile the program, is to check the syntax error, or to write the code, it is mandatory. So, what is a compiler? Compiler is simply a program written by professional developers for the convenience of the users. So, a variable compiler, there are a lot of compiler of C languages are available in the market, but I will suggest you to use dev C++ because it supports major libraries. This is the dev C++. Many versions are available. You can download the latest version, and it is a good compiler because it supports majority of the libraries as compared to Turbo C. Turbo C has another compiler. So steps for the installation. Just search on Google that dev C++ free download. It will give you different lists, and you can download the exe file or the complete software from any website. It is freely available and easily available, and extract these files and run the .exe file, setup.exe file, and follow the instructions given by the wizard, and it will install your complete compiler easily with zero errors. It is very simple. Okay, this is the first C language program, our first task. So let's play with it. Whereas on desktop, first and save.c. This is the name of your file, first.c. I will place the same code. Okay. I have placed the same code in the editor. Okay, let's first see its output. First compile it. Okay. It is giving the errors of syntax because I told you that dash is not allowed in the name of a variable. Only this underscore is allowed. Only this underscore is allowed. I placed these errors in the code because I want to show you that with errors the program will not be executed. If you clean all the errors, the program will run easily. So okay, okay, this is the list of the errors. Okay guys, let's try some other program. Let's try to make another program because I think there are some files missing in the compiler. They cannot allow us to do such things. Okay. Yeah. Okay guys, reason. Okay, now run. See, we have written here value of variable a is percentage %d, and here we write the name of this variable a. So the value of a is 1, where it displays the value 1. This is the user format specifier. If you specify here the value 90, Always compile after editing. Save, run. So the value of variable is 90 because 90 is the value. So you see that if you change the values, the output will display the latest value after the every time new compilation. So this is the use of the format specifier. Guys, I think there is a problem with these lines, but I have shown you the use of a format specifier with the sample program. This is the latest value of A. That is status is done and error is 0. Now run. So the value of the variable A is 9 and the value of the variable B is 80.4. This is the precision that after floating point how much values are needed. If you here specify 0.1, it will only show this value 0.4. Okay, now the value is 80.4. If we specify here backslash compile it again and run it. It's looking good. Value of the variable a is 9 and the value of the variable b is 80.4. Backslash n. What is the backslash n? Backslash n is used to show the string in the new line. It's a new line indicator. So this is the use of the format specifier. Demonstration and execution. What is the stepwise processing and the flow of program execution? See here. As you know that these are the header files. This is the main function. These are the variables. These are the statements. And these are some statements as well. Now I will show you about each and every statement step by step. What is the basic function is main. The program starts its execution from the function main. It is the entry point of the execution of the program. The compiler starts the compilation and the execution of the program from this function main. Int means that this function will return an integer value. You can say this is a data type, but in the function we call it return type. This is the return type of this function named main. So the program starts its execution from this line, integer main. The compiler first reads this line, integer, int. It will tell the compiler that this function will return an integer value. This is the name of the function main. If the program doesn't find the main function, it will not compile your program and it will not run or execute the program. Make sure the function of main must be in your program. Must be. These are the parentheses and this is the syntax of the function. I tell you here. This is the syntax of the function. This is the return type. This is the function name and these are the parameters inside the parentheses. Here int is the return type. Function name is main and the parentheses are there. But where is the parameters? The parameters could be empty as well. This main function is with 0 parameters, with no parameters. You can say that parameters can be 0. So this is the syntax of this function. These are the parentheses. They are used for the block of a program, block of statements. So these are the block of the program. Right? It shows that the statements within these brackets will be the part of this main function. Then the program is here. Integer is the data type A is the name of the variable and 9 is the value of this variable. This is the statement terminator. It tells the compiler that this is one statement, isolated one statement. Now, float is the data type, B is the name of the variable, this is the assignment operator, and this is the value of variable. And this statement terminator tells the compiler that it is another isolated statement. Then the compiler moves here. Printf. Printf is a function that prints a string on the console. It is a built-in function. Whenever a built-in function is used, the compiler looks for its header file. Here comes the header files. If printf is here, then the program will go upwards and it will find a header file in which printf is defined. This is the header file in which the printf is defined, stdio.h and conner.h. These are the header files. If the compiler finds these header files, it will continue. This is the syntax. This is a string, format specifier, and this is the statement terminator. Okay. Remember one thing, that do not place the statement terminator after the function header. It is called function header. This is another printf function. This is get character. What is get character? Get character is defined in conner.h. It takes a character from the user between the execution of the program. If you will not specify this line here, then what will be happen? Now compile it. The status is done with 0, and now run it. The screen flickers and the program output will not be displayed on the screen, and you have to press Alt F5 to see the previous window. So make sure you place this line here, get character. Now if you compile your program and then run it, this cursor indicates that program is demanding a character from the user, and if you press a character, the program stops its execution like this. I press a character and the output is vanished. So if you want to see the output on the screen, place this function get character at the end of this program and before the return statement. Make sure before the return statement, not after the return statement. Okay, what is the return statement? As I told you that integer is the return type of the main function. It means that at the end the main function will return any integer value and it must return. So we will write this return. Return is a keyword, a reserved word, predefined, and after this place any integer you can place here 1. Okay, it will show you the same the output. Yes, here it is the output. It is not changed. So return statement is for the return type of the integer. Get character is for the display of the output after the execution. These are the string that will display the variable a and b. So this is the execution of the program, and when it returns the value, it checks for this curly braces, this is the opening braces and this is the closing braces. If it's not found this, it will show you a syntax error. Right? Okay? Means the syntax error at the end of input. Yeah, this is the, it means that you will place closing braces. Now it runs. So these are the common programming errors that I show you in the last slide. That is this. That what are the programming errors that you will specify here. Okay, let's see what it tells you that you have to specify an integer here, not the like it. Okay, so this is a sample program, and these are the common programming errors. And why these are made? These are made by the users because their lack of strong concepts. They are not sure about the concepts. Then the errors will be made, and the carelessness. Try to grab on the concepts, pay attention to the work, and zero diversion. Like you should be very much keen and very much clear about this programming. So what we this was all about this lecture, and in the next lecture we will tell you the arithmetic and the logical operators and the arrays, one-dimensional array, two-dimensional array, conditional statements, if statement, and multiple if statements. So the next lecture will be important as well, and let's take an overview of today's lecture. We have discussed the data types, we have discussed the format specifiers, we have discussed the installation of the compiler, we have discussed the first C-LANGUAGE sample program, the demonstration of the execution, common programming errors, and how to overcome the errors. And in the next lecture, we will cover these topics. So kindly post the comments, give us the feedback, and subscribe us. This is all about this lecture. Thank you for your patience and thank you for the watching.